Hello Pisces and welcome. This is your weekly reading for the week of 7th to the 13th July, and I have an audience today, let me tell you that. I have an audience, Pisces. Maybe you have an audience, maybe somebody's looking at you while you're working. Let's start. Let's see what the cards want to say. This is your energy. Wow, clearly Pisces doesn't want to have any conversation. This is what's underneath. This is what's on your mind. This is what is coming towards you. Even nicer. This is what is in your blockage. What are you not letting go, Pisces? This is what is your advantage this week. And let's look at a card that is going to help us raise our frequency. Like I told you, I have an audience. So we're going to look at it a little later. High Priestess. There is something that you're keeping within, Pisces. And look, your energy on the table right now is I'm going to be either very quiet or I'm going to go out and have fun and party. Yeah. Pisces has no other side. So we're starting with the Four of Swords. This is a card of being quiet, being in your own space, being in your own zone, and you don't want anybody interfering. You could also be healing from something. Because it's right there in the center, I'm inclined to say that you may be healing from a Three of Swords-like moment, which is pain and heartbreak. Underneath, you have the Hermit, which is a card of going within and finding things. What are you finding within you, Pisces? There is something that you're seeking for, looking for. And you're not going outward, all right? You're outward enjoying. Outward, you're showing the world that you're fine, everything is good, but within there is something that you're seeking for. I don't know, you would know. On your mind, you have the Three of Cups, like I said. Make that call that friend, go out for a party, socialize. It's, the energy that I'm getting is that, I don't know if I should say that. Don't get offended, but I'm getting a very rebound energy that, because from the Three of Swords, you move to the Four, right? And then you're ready to go and step out. Usually, when we don't want to heal ourselves, we step into situations that give us that instant rush. So I don't know if this is a rebound energy. It hits me as a rebound energy. Have you healed? Have you made peace with what you're supposed to make peace? But the good news, headlines, Pisces, we have the Ten of Cups. So maybe you did heal, or maybe you're trying to fool the universe. And that's a good way for law of attraction to work too. That when you tell the universe that I am fine, universe responds with the energy of fine, right? So there is something that you're doing here, which is a lesson 101 on how to manifest. And we should all take lessons from you, Pisces. So that's nice. So you have Ten of Cups, good, happy times. Let me see what is, you have death in your challenge this week, in your blockage. There is something that is over, but it's not. Number 13, if that is of significance. I think this reading is from the 7th to the 13th. So 13 is, I'm guessing, a Sunday. Something is over, done, but it's not. For your advantage, we have 3. Now we have 2 3s on the table. For your advantage, you're being encouraged to step out, but you're already out, Pisces. I'm actually wondering, you're being encouraged to be at a specific place in order to get some sort of closure. All right, let me see. What do we have to raise your frequency? I was so hoping this would not go in that direction. I was trying to generalize the reading. I did not want to go down that path. But when you have the Lovers, card number 6, this is a major arcana to raise your frequency. And because I feel there is death I don't think this has to do with another person as much as it has to do with you. You're so heavily invested in others, Three of Cups, right? But when we're spending our time with a lot of people, please understand this, that energy transfers, energy spreads. There's only so much that we can come back with. So even with all the healing, if you're spending time outward and you're not taking care of yourself, you might have just lost a certain amount of energy that day. And it's very hard to notice it because we keep a check of the money that we have in our wallet. We keep a check of assets that we have, but we don't count. But I do feel that you're being encouraged this week to take care of something in twos. Because twos make a whole. All right, let me see. We have star underneath. I'm not so sure, Pisces, if this is a love reading, but if this is a love reading, then for sure you are being encouraged to take a step back and either focus on yourself or with whoever you need closure, with whoever, stick to that because there is more than two here. All right, let me see what is the Four of Swords. There you go. And you go. That's not. Death has appeared twice. So you're starting with Four of Swords. You're starting with healing and you have Three of Wands in your advantage also. So whatever this place, whatever that this thing that you're looking at is taking away something from you. It is taking away something from you. In midst of, I'll give you a very good example. You are sitting and you've set a time for yourself for 4 minutes. I'm going to do this healing. And then you get this phone call. All right. And now you're torn. Should I take the phone call? Should I not take the phone call? And even if you don't pick up the phone call and the phone is on a buzzing mode, now you're thinking, who could be calling me? So I feel that this so-called healing at the moment, you need to change because it's not letting something finish. There is a sense of distraction here. Even though you're showing me that within you're in the hermit mode, I don't even know how to say that. See, it's taking you a lot of strength to stay in the hermit mode because you get so easily distracted, Pisces. You get that call and the call involves, let's go out here, let's go out there, you're going to feel better. That's the kind of advice you're getting, by the way. And I'm not going to deny it does feel better. It does, because the energy that's coming towards you is a good energy. Question, how long are you going to sustain it? What happens when these energies who are calling you right now are not available the next week or the next or the next? That's something that you got to think about, Pisces. And lovers, a lot of repeating cards. 10 of Cups. See, in your mind at this point of time, you only want happiness. You don't care the source. You don't care where it comes from. You just want happiness. I'm just saying that there is something that's unfinished. I only read. The decision, the choices, and the actions are meant to be taken by you. So you're showing me at this point of time that I don't care my source of happiness. I just want happiness. And for 10 of Cups, because that was the only card, believe you me, from the beginning that I wanted to clarify. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Death. You're going to hold on to this until, how did they say those vows during wedding? We will hold on to each other until death do us part. Yeah. You're going to hold on to every bit of happiness that you get, Pisces. You're going to hold on to it till death does you apart. I don't know who I am reading for, and I don't know. But now death is on the table twice, which is also your blockage. For the death as a blockage, as a challenge, hear me, Pisces, there's a massive clue here. We have Judgment and the Six of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you're not letting it end, all right? The more you're going to feed into it, the more it's going to keep coming back into your life. But not as the same people, honey. There are 3 people here in the Three of Cups. You see that? And then when there is resurrection and people come out of graves, there are also 3 people. So if you don't end what needs to end, and if you keep feeding into that pattern of your life, it's going to keep coming back. Not as the same people, but entirely as different people. Why? Because you do not wish to heal at this point, and instead you want instant rush with something. You would know that better. But for your advantage, you have Three of Wands. And I feel that Three of Wands, by the way, is asking you to invest something, some amount of money, and you don't want to do that. It's asking you to cut your expenses somewhere, budget out somewhere. Could be a healing trip, could be therapy, could be anything, because it's there for your advantage, but you're not willing to invest in that. Page of Wands and Two of Wands. Look at that, for your advantage. You give out one message, you're going to get it. Look at how cohesive these energies are. Exactly, you set out to look for it. Look how they're facing each other. Look how, I guess you're going to find this online. 2 Wands to the 3 of Wands. Maybe you need to drop the message. You need to talk to someone of the same frequency as you. But at this point, you are not doing that, but you're indulging. I believe for a lot of you Pisces, you're also over drinking. Alcohol may be of importance at this point of time. Please make sure you take a check on that. I am getting that. So I'm meant to say that. To raise your frequency, wow, I love it. We have the Queen of Pentacles to the World. And I've been saying this is not so much of a love reading, but this is instead of 3, focusing on 2, focusing on yourself. And there is just a particular thing that you need to tend and take care of, and this is responsible for your own growth. I don't know. I think I'm just going to call this reading a big mistake. Yeah, because I see several, I'm not calling you out, but I see several things in small bits. You start off amazing, but I feel when distractions pop up, they sort of take over you, and we need to clean that up. We do. All right, let me, just to close off the reading, see what is the message of the universe for Pisces for 7th to the 13th. This better be a big one, because 4 of Swords and 4 of Swords again. 10 of Cups and 10 of Cups again. 8 of Swords and 9 of Cups underneath. See, that's the thing, Pisces. You were meant to heal, all right? This is your period of rest, recovery, heal yourself to find your place wherever you are. And I believe other than that, you're doing everything else. So I might get a lot of hate for this reading. People may not like, Pisces may not like, but it is my job, because 4 and 8 is a double of 4, and 8 is a victim mode. So you can either heal yourself or go and do whatever it is that you're doing and then come back after a cycle and heal yourself again. Or you can cut the crap right now and continue healing yourself. Choice is entirely yours. So that's what I have for you. I hope the message finds you in the right time. That is always my intention with this reading and every other. You take care, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye-bye.